How do I know if my sourdough starter is bad? If you are wondering how to tell if your sourdough starter has gone bad, you are not alone. Many people face this question, especially when trying to maintain a healthy starter for baking. This is particularly important in self-sufficient living or off-grid situations where resources can be limited. Knowing the signs of a bad starter can save you time, ingredients, and even health risks. First, let's talk about what a healthy sourdough starter should look and smell like. A good starter has a pleasant, mildly sour, and yeasty aroma. It should bubble and rise predictably after you feed it, showing that fermentation is active. Now let's get into the indicators that your starter may be bad. One of the most obvious signs is mold growth. If you see any visible mold on the surface or sides of the container, it is time to discard the starter. Mold can appear fuzzy and can be white, blue, green, gray, pink, or orange. Even a small amount of mold means you should not use it. Another sign to watch for is unusual colors. While gray, brown, or black spots can be normal in some starters, pink or orange tints or streaks indicate that the starter has gone bad. If you see these colors, it is best to throw it out. Next, consider the smell. A bad starter often has a strong, putrid, or rotten odor. This is different from the mild sourness of a healthy starter. If your starter smells unpleasant, it is likely spoiled and should not be used. You may also notice a layer of liquid on top of your starter called hooch. Hooch forms when the starter is hungry or hasn't been fed for a while. It can be clear, gray, brown, or black. Hooch itself does not mean the starter is bad, but if it has a pink or orange tint, that is a sign of spoilage. Maintaining a healthy sourdough starter is essential for off-grid food production. Regular feeding and care will keep your starter valuable for long-term use. If you notice any signs of mold or pink or orange discoloration, discard the starter to avoid any health risks. In survival situations, having a reliable sourdough starter means you have a dependable source of leavening for bread. This is important for both nutrition and morale. Even if your starter has been neglected, many can be revived by discarding most of it and feeding the remainder with fresh flour and water, but only if there are no signs of mold or bad colors. To sum it up, discard your sourdough starter if you see mold, pink or orange discoloration, or if it smells putrid. Hooch alone is not a sign of spoilage but indicates that your starter needs feeding. Keeping your starter healthy ensures you have a consistent food source for your off-grid living needs.